Here is the super secret spot. Welcome to another video. I'm not really sure how to start this one off, but basically this is going to be the last of several videos I did on this old Mercer generation station. It was a coal power plant, and this one I want to show you guys inside of these tunnels where the main outlet for the plant was for the cooling water they used. And this channel you see right here, take note, see those beams going across? They're going to be exposed by the time I'm done sitting here and recording, because right now it's just past high tide, and this main channel, this heads out to the river, and this is one of the big concerns that environmentalists had with this plant, because they didn't have cooling water towers and they were releasing water that was, hey, maybe 20-30 degrees hotter than river water temperature, and not good for the environment, causing algae growths and fish kills and all that stuff.
With a push and a paddle, an armada of environmentalists took to the Delaware River for a water protest. They say the state hasn't stepped in to prevent pollution caused by the nearby Mercer generating station.
They need water to help to cool off the facility. And so what happens for all power plants is they suck in a ton of water, in this case millions of gallons, and then they shoot it back out.
Here is the super secret spot. Welcome to the best fishing spot in the world. All right, got to get my auxiliary lights on now. Hold on a second. Can't run the engine for very long when you're in here. Very limited, because you don't want to get carbon monoxide poisoning, but looking back, a lot of weight coming through from me. I'm gonna wait till that settles here. Oh, it's like, who's in here? Hopefully no one else. Maybe it's just some river monsters. There we go. All right. Let me get you down to the end here. Got our nav lights on too. So last time I was in here, I saw a ton of fish. I know the overhead's a little bit lower down the end, but plenty of room to turn around in the end here. So it's important to note, when the tide comes in, this place is completely underwater. So right now, the tide's going out, and this is a safe time to be in here. But you would never want to get stuck in here, because there is no emergency exit. All right, so what is this place? Well, you see these huge pipes on the inside of this power plant when it was in operation. Water would flow through those coming from the channel side of the river, and then they would use that water to condense the steam back down to liquid form, and probably all sorts of other odds and ends too. Hey look, there's a 55-gallon barrel back there. Anybody need that? Anyway, let's check out the other tunnel and see how deep that one goes. And so this one actually has some surface water coming down in it. You can hear that down there, but yeah, let's idle in anyway. Like, this one goes a lot further in. This is pretty spooky. Still got plenty of water depth though. Oh, here's a log. Well, that's okay, it's just a floater. A couple logs in here. Well, same thing, just goes over to the other side of the plant. Back here, a lot more trash. Well, there you have it. That is what it looks like in there. Do not do this at home, people. And right over here you can see they're now digging these up to expose the tunnels, and I'll probably just fill them in. So, nice view of that. The generator heads are just laying here. You got 1, 2, and 3. Boom. Look at this baby. This thing's freaking massive sitting on the earth like this. And actually, oh man, I see the steam turbines all the way over there exposed. I'm gonna have to get over there. Oh yeah, we got one of the turbine condensers exposed. This is when I was inside of the turbine, I was looking up at one of these, and they looked really neat, but all copper tubing pretty thick wall. And the sides of it are, oh wow, these are brass actually. Oh my God, that's solid brass, amazing. And this is what the river water would actually flow through. It's surprising that it's this clean, but you figure they would clean the water before flowing it through there. Looking out at the beautiful Delaware, this would be the intake for the plant, which I didn't really show you guys before, but this is blocked by some real heavy duty lumber to prevent trees and whatnot from getting in there. And then the pumps were located just beyond with these big like grate things that would remove debris. Let's see if we can get over these turbines. Made it over. These are the exposed low pressure turbines. Very, very neat. Looking at all the cross sections. Oh, it'd be cool to snag one of these fins for memory and security. We just had to stop back for one more peek since I got booted out yesterday, but this is the high pressure turbine casing. And here's a look at the inside. Next to it is one of the massive blow-off valves that were located on top. I'm not sure if these were like an emergency blow-off valve or whatnot, but nice big flanges. And then look at the inside. Oh yeah, stick your fingers in there, right? They've got the tanks that are located at the top of the boiler cut open. And I mean, wow, I got big hands. That's gotta be every bit of 10 inches thick. I have them cut open. I forget the name of what these tanks are actually called. But if you know, comment down below. Big old wrecking ball. How much you think this brass and copper is worth? It's a big block of money there. Woo! There's my souvenir. And I even get to break it off. Booyah. Lots of asbestos around here. Luckily it's not a windy day. Bottom of the condensation side and the return. This is what I was crawling down inside of before. There are the main cooling channels that you saw in the tunnel below. So the cooling water from the river comes through those, goes through the heat exchanger, and then back out to the river. It seems crazy to me that this is a practical way to ship oxygen in these tiny little cylinders. Of course, because if you liquefy it, you have to keep it cold. But yeah, I mean, that's how they get it delivered. And you got a manifold that comes off of that, custom-made manifold, and branch all the lines off of that. Imagine it being your job having to cut through this. This guy's made it almost halfway through, but that is just a solid shaft through and through. not really going to be safe to do much here. I don't know if you can see with the camera footage here, but there are definitely some hazards. You don't want to go inside of there. Way too windy today to use the drone. Sucks. Gotta say, once you're up in the building though, it's much safer. I feel like people can't see you, and noises up here are pretty normal. And as you walk around, you really can't look at the camera lens the whole time because, you know, you might walk off something like this right here. You know what I think I'd like to do? Go check out that building and try to get out on that. I'm over at the coal loading part on the river here, and I want to get to the top of this building, check it out. So you can follow me on that if you want. Let's check it out. Well, this here explains how they would get the coal from the barge. You got this trolley hoist over there, and then this huge bucket. It would scoop it off the barge and dump it into this conveyor right here, just like that. And then that hopper would deposit it onto this main conveyor right here that used to extend all the way out, and that's the coal field out there. And then another guy commented and said there's actually an underground network where a conveyor system looks like they filled in out there. I don't know if you can see that out there, those things that they filled in. And then that would deposit it on this other conveyor which used to extend over to the plant, and then it would be pulverized and burned. Nice walkway out here, so I can go walk out and check this out. And looking back down into the hopper, looks like that thing's lined in stainless steel or something. Now this is definitely a cool chill spot out here. Certainly not as good as one of those towers back there that I was on, but this is actually pretty chill here. I like this a lot.